everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're here, my name is Vidita, and today I guess I'm being like a big sister or some sort of that because I'm going to be giving you some book recs for beginners. So today I have 12 recommendations for you. I have 3 YA, 3 rom-coms, 3 fantasy books, 1 new adult, well, it's a new adult series, and a thriller. The first YA book is My Life Next Door, and this is a cute boy next door romance story with a pretty good twist in my opinion that really makes you think about what you would have done if you were the main character. And so this book is about Jace and Samantha, who are next door neighbors. So Samantha comes from a family that's completely opposite than Jace's, so kind of opposite attract, but like family wise. Jace's family, aka the Garretts, are loud, obnoxious, you hear a lot of fun going on, laughing, they're constantly outside. Samantha has always wanted a family like the Garretts and has longed for a happy, loud family that enjoys doing stuff together. So she always watches the Garretts outside, and there's always Jace, who is her age. One night, Jace climbs over the fence to her backyard, and everything changes because before that, she was only watching them.
Like a little stalker, you know?
Jace and her obviously start developing a little relationship, and Jace's family, aka the Garretts, really take Samantha in and start accepting her as one of their own. But then something really bad happens, as I already mentioned, the plot twist, and Samantha has to decide which family she will save, and her decision is really going to change the course of this entire book. And at some point she thinks maybe she should not save any of the families and just save herself. I really liked the plot twist, and I thought it was really good, and just overall the romance, and he's really cute. The writing is really simple and easy. So next is Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. So this book is about Quinn, who has this journal. This book is her holy, most important thing, and she writes everything down she can't say out loud. Secrets, things she wants to do, the boys she wants to kiss, fears she has in her life. And then one day that journal gets stolen and she's super scared. Then an Instagram account gets opened and somebody posts one of her lists, and she is super terrified. She doesn't understand why this is happening, why somebody even stole her journal in the first place. And now the person who runs the Instagram account is blackmailing her into revealing her 7 biggest fears, or the journal will go public. And because she obviously doesn't want the journal to go public, she decides to team up with Carter to find who is behind the Instagram account.
Now, Carter
is, as it says on the back here, a crush of Quinn. So she starts working with him, obviously, and they get closer. The teamwork they have and the chemistry they develop throughout this entire story is amazing. I also loved how Quinn really stood up for herself and really grew as a character as well. This book was a lot of fun to read. It's also, I think it's like 300 pages. It's a pretty short read. I read it in one sitting, but you're really hooked from the beginning. So the last YA rec is Hani and Ishu's Guide to Fake Dating, and
this fuck
is so good. Obviously, it's fake dating, as the title already tells you. So Hani is this popular girl at her school. She's living her best life, and then she comes out as bisexual to her friends, and her friends don't believe her. Then Hani comes up with a plan to convince her friends that she's bisexual, and that is by fake dating Ishu. So Ishu is an academic overachiever. She has top of the notch grades, but she's not popular, but she wants to become head girl at her school. And how do you become head girl? By becoming popular. And how can she become popular? By dating Hani, of course. So Hani and Ishu have this mutual benefit from fake dating. So we obviously see how their relationship develops from fake dating to maybe something more. Over the course of the book, you find out more about Hani and Ishu, also their family life, as well as cultural aspects. I love the love confession. I screamed out loud. It was so cute. So this is definitely a really good, easy YA fake dating book that I recommend. These are my 3 rom-com recs for you all that are pretty easy to read if you want to get into this genre. So the first recommendation is the Quest Quotient, and this is about Stella and Michael. So Stella is currently thriving, okay? She has this great job. She's making money. She is being an independent woman. But her mom keeps telling her to get married and settle down and find a husband, yada, yada, yada. And Stella is like, okay, what the heck? How am I gonna do this? I don't have any dating experience. So Stella decides to hire a male escort, and she wants the male escort to help her with her dating experience. You know, teach her. That escort is ding 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 Michael, and Michael has this really strict policy of only meeting each customer once and never repeating, right? He's like, no, there is no way I'm ever seeing one of my customers again. Or so he thought. Then he meets Stella, and the deal that Stella makes him is very intriguing. He's like, I kind of like this. Maybe I should do it. And obviously he agrees in the end. Over the course of the book, Michael starts teaching Stella different things, and obviously feelings develop. Something happens. At some point they're like, is this real? Is this not real? Are we actually in love? We really see a really cute relationship develop in this book. And there's 2 other books by Helen Huang in this series / universe. And if you want to read those 2, you can. Next is Well Met by Jen DeLuca, and this is a enemies to lovers romance in a small little town with a grumpy sunshine. So Well Met is about Emily and Simon. So Emily just relocated to this small town to live with her sister and her sister's daughter. And at that small little town, there's this really famous Renaissance festival, and she decides to work there. And then she meets
Simon!
Simon is the legacy, the owner of this fair, okay? His family has always been controlling the fair. They've been telling everybody what they have to do. He wants everything to go from A to Z in the correct order, and nothing can go out of place. Everything has to be done perfectly. He's very strict and grumpy at the same time. But Emily is this wild, free care going girl who's like, why can't we just do new things? And Simon is like,
No!
Simon doesn't like Emily in the beginning of the book, and it's very freaking clear because she wants to bring new ideas to the festival. Over the course of the book, enemies turn to lovers at some point, and their first kiss, leave me alone! It's so good! Their romance is so cute, and I loved how at the end of the book both of them developed as a character, and both of them grew with the help of the other person. Both of them encouraged the other person to do new things and do this and this, and it was just a really cute romance overall, and definitely enemies to lovers, so this is a great recommendation. The last rom-com book I'm recommending to you all today is The Trouble with Hating You, and this is yet again an enemies to lover story with such an amazing, strong female main character. Leah is amazing, okay? And Jay's also pretty cute, if I do say so myself. So this book is about Leah, who's a biochemical engineer, and she's a happy single woman. She doesn't want to be in a relationship. She loves her job. She just wants to thrive at life. Yet her parents want to set her up with a man, and that man is Jay. And as soon as she notices, she's out the door. She doesn't want to be there. She's like, you can't do this to me. I love being single. Coincidence happen, and guess who is the lawyer who has to save her failing company from disaster? Obviously it's Jay. So they are both forced together into close proximity, and they have to work together to save Leah's company. Jay doesn't want to be there, and Leah doesn't want to be there, but they have to work together, and they need to. And they're bantering at the office all the time, but at some point bantering develops into telling secrets and revealing stuff, and Leah at some point then thinks that Jay is the only one who accepts her for being who she is. Their enemies to lovers development was really good. I could really smell the chemistry. Like, yet again, I love Leah, and this is just a great office romance, workplace romance, enemies to lovers book. Now I have one new adult book / series recommendation, and that is Eastern Lights by Brittany C. Sherry. This is book 2 in the Compass series, and I do recommend reading the other books in that series too, because they all fit together, and the 4th book is actually coming out now, and I'm very excited for that one actually. So Eastern Lights is about Connor and Alia. Connor and Alia met one night on Halloween, and sparks flew. 2 years later, Alia and Connor meet again, and both of them are struck. What the heck is happening? My worlds are colliding. I never thought I'd see you ever again. And at this point of their life, Connor is the most exclusive, hottest bachelor of New York City, which is like, so cute. And Connor's obviously just charming guy, still the sarcastic guy we all knew from the first night they met on Halloween. And Alia has started working at a magazine, but she's also supposed to marry Connor's business partner. Yet some things happen, and Alia gets this offer from the magazine to become senior editor, which is her dream job. And to get that job, she needs to interview Connor. So Alia and Connor get thrown together. They have a lot of forced proximity going on. Secrets are being revealed about their past. Both of them are a bit scared to open up because they don't know how the other person will react about certain secrets in their life, especially Alia. I love that man so much. I would marry that man any day. If you like Kenji Kishimoto, for example, you will love this book because Connor and Kenji have a very similar personality. And yeah, this entire series is pretty good. Then I have for you 3 fantasy reads. First and foremost is A Curse for Dark and Lonely. So I think this is a really easy YA book. First of all, because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So this book is about Prince Ren and Harper. So Harper lives in Washington, D.C., and she knows how to survive. She has lived on the streets for a while, but then for no reason at all, she gets sucked into Ren's world, which is obviously this fantasy realm, and she's forced to kind of fight against the curse that has fallen over Emberfall, and she discovers so many secrets about Prince Ren as well as Gray, who's an amazing side character in this book. Then we obviously meet Prince Ren. He has to relive the fall of his 18th birthday over and over again until he falls in love. Now, over the course of the book, we obviously see chemistry develop. It's an enemies to lovers romance, obviously. There's 2 other books. Obviously, it's a trilogy. The 2nd book focuses more on Gray, who's a side character, and then there is the 3rd book, obviously, which is the finale. The next fantasy rec I have is Legendborn. Now this
was so good!
I love the universe, I love the world building in this book, and it's just so easy to read, and all the main characters are super likable in my opinion. So this book is about Bree, who after her mother dies in this tragic accident gets enrolled into this mysterious school. Right away on the first night, she for some reason sees in the forest this monster that is attacking a human being, and then she sees magic and she's like, what the heck is happening? And she's super confused, and then more and more secrets about this world and this obviously school are revealed, and there's a secret society of Legendborns, hint the title, who are destined to defeat the monsters and these creatures that live off of the human energy. And then at some point it's revealed that she has magic powers too. Obviously then over the course of the book she finds out more and more about the Legendborns and what the secret society entails. There's this guy who calls himself Merlin, and she's like, what the heck? We obviously meet a few other characters in this book like Sal and Nick. Nick's the guy she works with to find out all these secrets of the secret society, and Sal is this brooding dark guy who's really mysterious and she's intrigued by him too. And the world building still is amazing, strong characters, the battle scenes are really good, so this is a great book to get into fantasy. And then my last fantasy rec for today is Criers War. So this book is about this world where autome, which are robots, and humans live, but not in harmony together. And then we meet the main characters, which are Crier and Ayla. Crier is an autome, she's a robot. And then we meet Ayla, who's a human, and she is thirsty for revenge. Her family was killed and she now wants justice for what happened to her family. And so she gets out on this mission to kill Crier to avenge her family's death. So obviously at some point Crier and Ayla meet, and even though Ayla is still bloodthirsty and wants revenge, something happens. Crier is a bit confused because there are so many secrets being revealed about her own personal life as well as her world. We also get these snippets of their history in between the chapters where we find out a bit more about how autome were actually created and who was the first autome, why autome were created in the first place. This is, as I said before, a duet only, so this is really great for you to get into fantasy. And then my last rec for today is my mystery/thriller book, and that is The Grimrose Girls. We start off this book with Ella, Yuki, and Rory, who were friends with Ariane, who is now, you know, the dead girl, who everybody thinks, by the way, committed suicide, but they all think it was murder. And then we get introduced to the new girl at the school, who is Nani, and she obviously never met Ariane. All four of them decide to find out more about how Ariane died, and they think that the people in power are lying. And over the course of the book, they found out that more people have been found dead at the school, aka murdered before Ariane. We obviously get more secrets revealed. I love the world building. I love the mystery. I'm gonna be honest, the death scenes were gruesome. Like detailed, but so good. And the sequel is actually just about to come out. I actually have an arc of it and I'm so excited to read it because I just want to know what the heck happens. And then the reveals, le gasp. That's how you go through this book, and it was just so good. So these are all the 12 recommendations I have for you all today. I hope you will enjoy these books, and if you do read any of them, or if you have read any of them, please tell me what you think about them. I would love to hear. And I hope you all have a great day, evening, nighttime, morning, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Read a book. You all know what books I'm going to say you should read, and that is one of the books I just recommended. Again, have a great day, happy reading, and see you next time.